And we are live. All right. What's going on, everybody? This your boy King Gabe here, live. And yeah, you can see I'm in a different room right here. Um, Mainly, I was in this room earlier today doing a video, which I'll have up in a second, that was about this what I got for Christmas. One of which including another laptop there. Yeah, you can see I was watching a little video on here. Yeah, it's a pretty good little laptop here. Like I said, I do explain more about it in the video, so yeah, it'll be up soon. I can hear about it. Also, hear what I got playing for it, along with this one too. Yep. Matter of fact, but right now I'm gonna my sign on to my live stream on this laptop. View my channel, of course. Okay, let's go to live and see. Go scroll down. Yeah. Uh, okay. Not sure how that happened. Oh, I can hear myself. Oh, I can hear myself. Okay. I'm gonna turn the sound down on it so I won't have no echo there. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's so now I can see the live stream on this laptop here. You guys can see it through. Hey, look at me. Like Scooby Doo say, hey, look at me. Of course, that ring light's kind of glaring on it there. Yeah. Okay, so I'm on here kind of to, they say, kind of monitor things here, test out the chat a little bit here. Just okay, I got the chat. Yeah. Okay. All right. So okay, yeah, it's work. Okay, so yeah, I'm in. That way, I can also see the chat in here, and also on that laptop. It's pretty cool. It's like I'm in a studio here. All right. So and I forgot to tag people in. I did send it all over to Discord, but I forgot to tag people in here. I see they got some people coming in here. Say, yeah, we're about to go into Home Alone 3 in just a second here. Home Alone 2, I'm sorry. Home 2, not quite just yet there. But let's see. I do plan to talk. I don't have a book of Home Alone 3. I just got it up to number one that I read yesterday, and number two. Yep, it didn't have it. I didn't see a novel for number three, but I do know it because I've seen one, two, and three movies, and I will probably also share about the fourth and fifth movie what I know of it because I only remember watching the fourth and fifth movie like once there, just out of curiosity there. So yeah, we'll share about that there. It'll be yeah, like this one, it will be a belated Christmas, but I since I started with the first two Home Alone, yeah, might as well share about that, and say so. I guess I really don't need to make that change there. Make that change. So, all right. So anyway, let's dive on into this second movie here. Yeah, I mean second book. I'm sorry. All right, so as you can see, here's the cover. Home Alone. Appreciate the light that I got in here, by the way. Let me also let's see, throw one in here. Hold on a second there. There we go. All right. I think it'll count there. But anyway, this second book, Lost in New York. And you see the back of it. Looks kind of like the toy store that he went in the movie, kind of. Yep, I think that's what that's supposed to be. Based, of course, by written by John Hughes, directed by Chris Columbus, and illustrated by Kim Smith. Just like the first book. Yikes! Kevin did it again. They sort of like like the parents said in the second movie. We did it again. Yeah. What's going on? Hey, Tiffany. Hey, nice of you to drop by there. Say, appreciate that. Say, yep. Say, hope you're doing all right and everything there. Say, all right. Tiffany, come in there. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Cause yeah, it was a pretty good. Yeah, I hope you get the feeling better there. Yeah, yeah, I know they kind of and it's a yeah, no that kind of thing kind of hurts. I don't think now I don't know exactly if I've had like what you have, but I have had a case where my teeth. I think my one of my teeth like or my mouth was hurting one time, and yeah, it was kind of hard to eat some things. Like I said, might not be probably not the same thing, exactly the same thing, but it was kind of a sample of that there from what I know. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Well, right. Be the okay. Yeah, I've heard people have that done. Yeah. Oh boy. Woo. Yeah, I can see. Hope everything go well with that there. Yeah. So. Ooh. Yeah. So. All right. Let's see. So. Let's see. So. Oh yeah. Right here where I said. Um. Yikes! Kevin did it again. Oops! I did it again. The beloved sequel to Home Alone is now an illustrated storybook for the whole family. That's one reason why it's a little written a little different there because got to be family friendly. The Home Alone movies aren't. I mean, yeah, they're kind of for kids, but I would say the movie version probably. I would say you say PG. So yeah, I guess probably like the older kids would probably watch it without parental guidance there, like maybe like 10, 11 or something like that. But I guess under that, probably, yeah, would need a parent there. So, yeah, something like that. But the books are kind of made for the kiddies so they can have their story time. Yeah. When young Kevin was separated from his from his family at the airport, he ends up alone in New York City for the holidays. Kevin has the time of his life until he makes a shocking discovery. The burglars who tried to rob his house last year are back. Can Kevin stop them and save Christmas with help from his new friends? Well, we're about to find out. For those watching that haven't seen the Home Alone movies, uh, I would imagine possibly, possibly some of you that haven't seen Home Alone watching maybe the Gen Z. Of course, now there are some Gen Z that have seen some of our old movies due to streaming services. Like one person I know in particular had seen like the really old Power Ranger series because of Netflix and stuff. That was way younger than me, but yeah, there are some who aren't that fortunate there and haven't heard of Home Alone there, and some people from my time period probably missed out on it. I mean, there's probably some stuff that I missed out that came out during my time, so it happens. Well, there's the picture on the first few pages there. Yep. Seems like I got a pretty good. Seems like this is a pretty good time coming on live stream. Like I get pretty good. Like some. As they seem like pretty good little group of people come out around this time more so than earlier start. Like I say. So, hmm. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Yeah, there we go. Court Books, Philadelphia. All right. Towards the night, towards the night, 3 nights before Christmas, and the McAllister family was getting ready for their vacation in Florida. Everyone was busy packing. Hmm, I forgot, and I wonder where was they? I'm trying to think. Let me see if it says in the other check the other book where they were, because I know they were packing in the first one too. Just trying to see where. I think they were. Oh yeah, I think they were going to Paris because yeah, yeah, busy pack. Okay, it doesn't say per se, but I think they were going to Paris if I remember the movie in the first Home Alone because I remember Buzz talking about something. He made a comment about French girls. I'll, I'll let you watch the movie to see what to hear what he said there, but he made a comment about French girls. So yeah, I think so. And this one they're going to Florida, so not exactly going overseas, but still a vacation. I mean, Florida, palm trees there, pretty much a warm climate there. Oh, we got some more people coming in there. All right. Make sure you keep them lights going up there as y'all coming in. Like they do at church with the offering. They put in little offering in the offering place, stuff like that. Y'all put the lights in as y'all come in there. All right. Everyone except for Kevin who didn't want to go. Why do we have to go to Florida for Christmas? Kevin asks. They have palm trees to the Christmas trees there. I wish I could go on my own vacation alone, Kevin shouted. I had the best time of my life, but nobody listened. Okay, so this time, yeah, you're probably thinking like, oh, here we go again. It's a little different with this one. And for a lot of people who are thinking they're just hitting the repeat button, kind of, sort of, but the difference, Kevin's not trying to be home alone or wish his parents away like he did last time. He just wants his own vacation, is all. And obviously, he wants an authentic Christmas, rather than, going to tropical, tropical places like Florida are good. But, Kevin's like, hey, uh, I'd rather go there. He's probably like, I'd rather go there in the summertime. Why, Christmas is supposed to be, winter magic and stuff like that. So, yeah, so that's what he's upset about here. Yeah, he just wants his own vacation. He's not trying to wish the family away again there. Yeah. Of course, they cut to the next day. So in the movie, yeah, he was asking all about that. Um, there were some scenes where he had that little talk boy. A lot of y'all, any of y'all remember having a talk boy when y'all were growing up there? They playback and everything. Hi kids, we're home early. So um, he had a brief humorous moment where he had played a joke on Uncle Frank with the talk boy. He was actually recording Uncle Frank singing in the shower there. We all got to really do the cool jerk. Do 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 do. We all got to really do the cool jerk. Well, this cat they talking about, and I wonder who it could be. I said, hey, the heaviest cat you ever did see. When women see me walking down the street, I say, hey, and I tell them, 1, 2, 3. I say, hey, I'm the king of the cool jerk. Hey, cool jerk. Get out of here, you nosy little pervert. I'm going to slap you silly. Oh, boy. So, yeah, there was that moment. And, yeah, I'm putting hashtags on my post. I forgot to put that. Yeah. And I thought I didn't at first. I forgot to. Then I saw people coming in. So, I thought, like, oh, yeah, they must know I'm on here. Um, Now, of course, I saw what Tiffany said that she was just kind of passing by. Yeah. All right. With that, so get some of my yeah get the group in here, which hopefully will spread around there. So after that scene, they went to church. And it was a pageant. Kevin had a solo in the pageant. Christmas tree, something, 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 and don't know the lyrics completely. And then Buzz, with his crazy self, decided to joke around with the candles they were holding in the store and held them up to Kevin's ears, making them glow. Then he started doing like he was playing the drums on his head. And everybody in the audience laughing. People, y'all could see this. Okay, yeah, I get some people obviously laughing, but um, I don't know why the teacher didn't do anything about this when she clearly saw this right in front of her. You know, uh, like maybe motion for Buzz to stop or something. No, she just keeps directing and looks weird. Then of course Kevin notices the audience laughing and stuff, and he looks behind him. Buzz like, I ain't good. And Kevin reacts by shoving Buzz to teach him a lesson. But of course, much like how the chaos ensued in the first one with the pizza thing, it kind of does here by Buzz falling into the hole, making and knocking everybody over in the choir. And then the mom's, Kevin, what about Buzz? You were looking at him. You were looking right at him. You know he was causing trouble. Oh boy. And then they do this, and then Buzz puts on this whole act at home. I don't know what the ride home was like, but ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I must apologize for my actions. They were ill-timed and immature. Uncle Frank's like, immature or not, it was pretty golden hilarious. Ugh. I'm pretty sure we all. I'm not sure, not completely sure about my family completely who would be like Uncle Frank, but I'm pretty sure there's an Uncle Frank some kind of way in all of our families there. That kind of wild card there. Yeah, somewhere in there. Never know. No. Yeah. Then they look at Kevin. Like expecting him to apologize. Of course, he declines that, like, I did what I did because Buzz humiliated me. And now he was stupid enough to believe his stupid lies. Like, I don't care if his vacation gets wrecked or not. Hey, you better watch. You better watch it, you little troublemaker. You're paying good money for this vacation. Oh, sorry, wouldn't want to spoil your fun, Mister Uncle Cheapskate. Oh, as like that video on YouTube. Oh, man, he just roasted his Uncle Frank. Although to be honest, he Uncle Frank really has it coming in these movies. Even like I say what you will about Kevin. You might side with Kevin, you might not, but let's be real. Guilty or innocent, whether Kevin's guilty or innocent, Uncle Frank always has it coming. Yeah, he Uncle Frank really needs to have his butt handed to him. I'm just saying. Yeah, like I said, I don't. Yeah, Uncle Frank, no. you, yeah. And then he was asleep through the whole pageant and only woke up when Buzz was causing trouble there, just to laugh at Kevin. And now he want to talk about don't ruin my vacation. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Kevin. Come. Yeah, yeah. He is a cheapskate, Kevin. So it's like, Kevin, you walk out of that room, you'll be sleeping on the second floor. Yeah, with me. What else is new? And so he has a talk with his mom. But just one on one. He does explain a little bit more about what happened. Because mom's like, well, Buzz apologized. He does, yeah. Then he called me a trout face there. So yeah, they do. He doesn't now, unlike the first movie, they don't end in a hate feud or anything like that. But but he does mention about what he mentioned. He does mention to his mom about just wanting to have his own vacation. Doesn't Not wishing the family away, but just wanting his own vacation is all. To get a break from all of this. And I think a lot of it because even at this point, even after the first movie, like, oh my goodness, Kevin, you all right and everything. Yeah, it's still that. Yeah, like I said, even with family, even you do love each other, but it is it's gonna be some squabbles even with loved ones there. I mean, you take like my grandparents, me and Christina, of course. It's always a little, it's always ups and downs there. So yeah, I actually, like I say, a lot of people may feel differently about this, but second movie is not exactly as bad as the first movie, at least with the family there. Yeah, the family was not exactly the best in the first movie, but they did kind of redeem themselves. Second movie, it's just kind of more so, as Teen Titans say, just typical. Okay, we're getting on each other's nerves again, but it's not quite the same as the quite exactly the same as the first movie. And of course, Buzz no different than a lot of siblings. Trust me, I've had squabbles with my cousins too. We had our fights and stuff like that. Me, Tiffany, who was just in here, we've had our squabbles. She could tell you herself. Um, our other cousins in the family, say so. It's yeah, but Buzz is not the only. So yeah, it ain't. But Buzz is not the only one to start squabbles in the family. Yeah, we all got it. So that's what the second movie just feels more normal with the squabbles and stuff like that. Like I say, each family has a different way of doing it, but it's more normal. Whereas the first one, yeah, kind of that, but it did escalate a little bit more so than what we get here in the second book here. So yeah, that's the big difference that I see with this. All right, so they went to the. Should I show the picture from here? Okay, I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. Okay. They went to the airport the next day. It was so crowded and noisy, and they did sleep late. Uh, but they did get there in time. They did get Kevin is there. He made sure they didn't forget him. Uh, Kevin needed to blow his nose, so he borrowed his dad's bag to stop for a tissue, and his family rushed on ahead. That's in the movie. He was actually trying to get batteries for that talk boy of his there. Um, yeah, which yeah. Now I will say, yeah, Kevin, you probably should have waited till y'all got on the plane and to your destination. Now I don't think it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, you could have at least got on the plane. I'm pretty sure they could have handed you, what you needed on the plane. But he's a kid though. I probably, as a kid, I mean, it's possible that I would have possibly made that mistake in his place. Because like I say, my because I know my folks are a little different with that kind of thing. They probably would have. Wonder why I suddenly dropped. That's weird. Let's see. Odd. But make sure I'm still in here. So I know my other laptop is signed on. Testing. Okay, it's still here. It's weird. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But anyway, but okay, the chat's still going at least. So um, and now it's back on. Hmm. Anywho, so yeah, yeah, I don't think yeah they yeah, I don't think that would have happened with my folks, but I mean it is a possibility if I was in this scenario with the Kevin's Russian family there. So yeah, because so anyway, um, but yeah, that's what it was in the movie. It was his talk boy. Here they say a tissue. Wait up! Kevin yelled and ran after them. He thought he could see his dad's coat in the crowd. and he finally caught up to his dad and boarded the plane at the last minute. Uh, there was actually a moment where he got stopped, but he couldn't find his boarding pass, and he pleaded with the lady at there's like, I got to get on there with my family, and I don't want to be left behind, or my whole Christmas will be wrecked. So I guess he was the manager. He said, board him, make sure he finds his family. So yeah, here we are, getting on the plane here. Like the artwork, by the way. When the plane and there was, and when he got on the plane, he saw his folks. Another little nitpick: he saw someone that looked like his dad. It's like, there's my dad over there. Okay, wonderful. Find an empty seat and take a seat. And if I was Kevin, even as a kid, and even in making the mistake of getting kind of mixed up in the crowd, and I'm like, oh, there's my dad right over there. I would go over to who I think is my dad to make sure, like, hey dad, oh, wait, you're not my dad. And then I'd be like, ma'am, I'm on the wrong plane. And they would more than likely try to get that situated. But of course, movies got a movie, or books got a book. So books got a book. Yeah, they're on the plane. Book them. Get it? so, um, so of course, yeah, he just sees them and just decides, okay, I'm gonna sit over with this random guy, and then put my headphones on while he's speaking to me in another language. So, and because of the headphones, he doesn't hear that the plane is going to New York. So when the plane finally landed, Kevin looked out the window. He saw very tall buildings and lots of snow. This didn't look like Florida at all. When Kevin got off the plane, his family was nowhere to be seen. He asks the lady at the front desk, "Where am I? New York City?" Yikes, I did it again. It has him shouting it, but he actually whispered it in the movie there to himself. Oh boy. Okay. At first, Kevin was scared, but then he realized this was his chance to do whatever he wanted on this vacation. He discovered that New York was a magical place to celebrate Christmas, and he rode around in a yellow taxi cab, saw the Statue of Liberty, went to the tallest, well, on top of the tallest building, and walked through Central Park. Like, my family's in Florida, and I'm in New York. Ding! And he did this look, of course. Ding, 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 ding. There was a wallet in his dad's bag, so Kevin checked into the fanciest hotel in the city. There was no one to tell him what to do, so Kevin watched lots of TV and ate lots of food from room service. Also, as I show you these pictures, of course, Tim Curry, I think, played the guy at the desk there. And when he checked in, how he got checked in, by the way, he used his talk boy to record himself, like, as y'all, anybody who watched the movie know, hello, this is Peter McAllister, the father. Yes, sir. I like a big room with a large view, and one of those fancy refrigerators you have to open with the key. Okay, that's going to be fun job. Will that be cash or credit? Credit. You'll need a major credit card for that. Credit card. You got it. So yeah, so he got that, got all checked in. Tim Curry, uh, had a very creepy entrance. He'll be a lot creepier when he shows up again. They got him to his room. He even made up an elaborate story about where his father was on a business meeting. So he allowed him to check into the hotel for him there. Yeah, well, hmm, that's a lot of ice cream. Yeah, you know this. Can you tell this kid loves ice cream? Not that I can really point fingers, as I explained in the last stream about my ice cream, about my love of ice cream. The next day was Christmas Eve. Kevin took a limousine to the biggest toy store in New York. Wow. So, and that toy store is going to be busy on Christmas Eve there. Kind of like a lot of places of business there. Duncan's the toy Duncan's chest or Duncan's toy chest. And look, he got his cheese pizza. Yep, I know I'd order a cheese pizza. it's it's a Mr. McAllister, your very own cheese pizza. It's beginning to look a lot like a Christmas. Toys in every store. Take a moment with the vibe and then and like Christmas time. And as it was singing on, Tim Curry was looking into the information on the card Kevin used from his dad, and it lit up stolen on the on the register. At the same time, we see Kevin watching the cartoon version, the Chuck Jones version of the Grinch, doing that smile. But and then cut the Tim Curry transition. Bingo. Halo, which was actually the light turn on above him like a halo. Bing! Also, there was another. Also, I think this happened before this scene, but there was a moment where housekeeping came to check. So of course, Kev had to come up with the fact of like his dad was in there. So he blew up a balloon, an inflatable balloon that he got from his aunt. It was a clown balloon to play in the pool with. He puts it in the shower, turns it on, and when Tim Curry, I think it's Tim Curry comes in there, he puts on the music. Well, actually, with his talk boy, he plays the music back that he recorded from Uncle Frank. We all got to really do the cool jerk. Do, 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 do. We all got to really do the cool jerk. Well, this cat they talking about, and I wonder who it could be. I am the heaviest cat you ever did see. But women see me walking down the street, I say, hey, and they tell me what I say. I say, hey, I'm the king of the cool jack. Cool jack. And then he turns the clown around. Get out of here, you nosy little pervert, or I'm going to slap you silly. Oh, you cooking. Hey. Oh my goodness, I thought about the California raisins when they sang that song. Oh, you're cooking. Come on, hit me with them ivories there. Ding, 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 ding. Cool Jack. Cool Jack. Ooh. Boy, get them old school songs can really get you jamming now. Cool Jack. Yes, Uncle Frank had a little bit of that soul in him a little bit there. He was a jerk, but he had a little soul. Then again, that does kind of fit him singing a song called "Cool Jerk." That kind of what he is. He's a cool jerk. He met the store's owner, Mr. Duncan, who told Kevin all of the money the store earned on Christmas Eve would be donated to the Children's Hospital. Kevin gave him his whole allowance. He thought the kids in the hospital needed it more than he did. To thank Kevin, Mr. Duncan gave they gave him a pair of special ornaments, turtle doves, or a symbol of friendship. Now, one dove you should keep, but the other you should give to a true friend. Hmm, true friend, you say? Okay, yep. Sort of like so the doves are kind of like what Christina, and Casey and EJ did on his birthday with that symbol of friendship from Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah. When Casey tried to draw the smiley face on our hands there, it's a symbol of our friendship. You know what they so that no matter how tough things get for Yugi, he knows we'll be right there for him. So Kevin left the store, and meanwhile, also at the same time, okay, let me get to it first. Kevin left the store and looked at his map for directions. He wanted to go to visit the biggest Christmas tree in the city. Then someone tapped him on the shoulder. Kevin turned around and screamed. It was Harry and Marv, the burglars who tried to rob his home last Christmas Eve when he was home alone. And before I show you the picture, leading up to it, what did you oh, yeah. Leading up to it, they had got out. It was like they somehow got to New York some kind of way. And instead of the Wet Bandits, Marv suggested that they be called the Sticky Bandits. And to prove his title, he had little sticky stuff on his gloves, and he retched the bucket for the Salvation Army and stole, as Harry said. That's great, Mom. We bust out of jail to rob 69 cents from a Santa Claus. We're the Sticky Bandits. Yeah, and you're the reason that they cover that thing at that bucket at the Salvation Army, so no one can do that. Yeah, so yeah, yeah. So then of course they see Kevin. Hiya, pal. Dun 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 dun. And we all know what this means. Surprisingly, with all the screaming, nobody stops to see what's going on. Everybody just keeps walking around. Harry and Marv even stop thinking that someone will, but nobody stops. Is New York really like this? Somebody screams and nobody bats an eye? What's next? We're gonna have four singing turtles singing on the rooftop of New York, and nobody will even stop to look. It's like turtle, we're the turtles, and we're over the turtle power. We're the turtles, the turtles. Yeah, in case you didn't know, I was referencing the Ninja Turtles. They actually did have a concert performance back then when they were real popular and everything. Fortunately, I don't think the concert was really the best highlight of their career. Costumes were not looking that good, especially when they went on Oprah. Dude, those were some bad costumes. And of course the Turtle Christmas. Need I say more? So, yeah, but at least they made a better performance in the second movie with "Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go, Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go, 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 Go." It's the Green Machine gonna rock the scene without being seen. Have you ever seen a turtle get down? Slamming the jam to the new sweet thing. Yeah, you know what I say. It's the hour of the Ninja Turtle Man. Iceman, you know what I say. Something. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go. Go, go, go. Ninja, Ninja, rock. Ninja, Ninja, rock, rock, rock. Boom, boom. Vanilla Ice, everybody. So tonight we're gonna rob that toy store, and this time we're not gonna let you stop us. Kevin ran away as fast as he could. all the way across Central Park. He ran so fast he tripped on his foot and got caught between two rocks. Also, also they actually did take a hold of Kevin. Um, I I mentioned Harry mentioned he was going to put the kid on ice. I'm just I'm going to let you draw. I'm going to let you figure out what they probably was going to do to Kevin. I'm just going to let y'all figure this out. However, Kevin managed to escape in the movie when they were stopping at a crosswalk by uh, by reaching, pinching this lady's skirt in front of them. And when she turned around, she instantly thought that Marv did it because when she saw him, yeah, let's just say Marv had kind of made a move on her in an earlier scene. Marv, well, hello, Mon Chéri. She punches him. And Kevin tells her that he did it, pointing to Harry. Did what? Oh, thanks. He runs away. They come after him. And then as he ran, he got to he actually bought some beads that he passed by this shop. Come buy some beads for the Christmas season. Two for $5. Thank you, young man. Thank you. Merry Christmas. He used the beads to quickly spread on the ground for them to trip on for him to get away. He gets to the hotel to creepy Tim Curry. Tim Curry's waiting. Hey, you gotta help me. There's these two guys after me. What's the matter? Police wouldn't take your stolen credit card. Let's see what the police have to say about this. Kevin gets away. He runs through the hotel, of course. The whole staff is after him. And he gets to his room and manages to put on that movie he did in the first movie. As the hotel staff enters the room, I don't know how this worked, but I'm not going to question it because it's pretty darn funny. It's pretty darn funny, so I ain't going to question it there. Maybe they thought the TV was possessed or something. Maybe they thought they was in a horror film, where, the ghost speaks to you through the TV. And nowadays, in movies like Unfriended, the ghost speaks to you through the internet. So, yeah, you got to see. If you check, well, let's just say Unfriended is not for kids, though. So, yeah, to my adult viewers, yeah, I'll check that out. But yeah, kids, you gotta be 18 and above to see that, though. So, not for you. Yeah, Unfriended. It's not good. Anyway. They come in and the TV's turned on. Kevin turned the TV on without them seeing. They stop. They hold it. Yes, this is the concierge. They're talking to a TV, by the way. Anyway, he's like, I know who you are. You were here last night, weren't you? Yes. Yeah. You were here. You say, yeah. And you were smooching with my brother. I assure you, you are mistaken. Like, get down on your knee. Like, well, maybe I'm off my hinges. I think I believe you, but my Tommy gun don't. Get down on. I know it. I know everything. I know all about it. They started calling out these names, and he got to the name Cliff. Turns out one of the hotel staff's name was Cliff. It's a lie. Get down on your knees and tell me you love me. Down on your knees. I love you. Only actors like Tim Curry could sell that type of performance. Even something silly as that. Hey, if Tim Curry's performing it, I'm gonna laugh. You gotta do better than that. I love you. Well, maybe I'm off. All right. That's why I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna give you to the count of three to get your lousy, lazy, four-footing carcass out my door. Oh, we gotta get out of here. One, two. And all of that. Okay, so imagine you're at the hotel in New York, and suddenly you hear this loud gunshot from the TV. And you're coming out of your room for something, and you hear the gunshot, and you see hotel staff coming out of one of the rooms, ducking like they're actually being shot at, but you don't see those shots, and like, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal, and a Happy New Year. So Kevin managed to escape that, but then that's where he runs into the wet bandits again, and that's where it led to the scene where he had to get away from them once again. With as I what I mentioned earlier about the making the lady think that they made a move, so she would punch them both. Now he's in Central Park. Now I think this scene with him being stuck between the two rocks may have happened before. Well, actually, no. I think it may have happened here. It's been a while since I've seen the second movie. I did see it more than once, but it's still been a while. So I think this did happen after all of this. A woman approached. She was covered in burrs. Kevin was scared at first, but she pulled his foot free of the rocks. The bird, and so yeah, he actually had seen this woman before and freaked out and ran, sort of like the guy with the Merle guy with the shovel in the first book, because he kind of freaked him out with all the birds around her. So this is the second time that he was seeing her, and he actually took off after she helped him, but then he came to a realization, like, wait a second, she helped me. Sort of like Donkey when he realized that, when Shrek scared off the guards that was chasing him in the Shrek movie, and was like, huh, I'll be safer with the ogre. Hey, can I say something to you? You were really, really something back there. Incredibly. So in this case, yeah, Kevin realized that the woman is not that bad, just like the guy in the first movie, in the first one. And he comes. He even apologized for screaming in her face. I'm sorry I screamed in your face there. Mm-hmm. The bird lady told Kevin that she lived in the park and that the pigeons were her only friends. She was spending Christmas without her family, just like Kevin. Kevin thanked her for helping him and promised that he would come back to visit her. Don't make promises you can't keep. Yeah. No, they. Hey, what's going on, Janara? Yes, I see you back. Hey, well, I'm glad to see you back in here there. Yep, I just got to the part of the story. I'm about to show the picture. Kevin ran into the pigeon lady in the story. And according to the movie, this was his second encounter with her there and actually getting to know her. So, yeah. And the movie also even had her explain a little bit about her when they were listening to an orchestra about she actually did have a home. Like a lot of, and then a lot of people that say, "Oh, good. Glad to hear that there. Yeah, glad to hear y'all doing okay. Yep, let's say so. But yeah, a lot of people like this lady, that be on the street, homeless, stuff like that. A lot of them do, actually, at some point they, had homes and everything, and something happened that put them in that situation there. What it may be, we don't know, but it's a lot of different reasons. In this lady's case, she had a husband and everything, and she but the guy left her and pretty much left her for broke there. Someone who Oh, okay. Joey let's see on here. Tree Tromboni. Okay. 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 That's that a friend of yours or one of your relatives there? Mhm. Yeah, man. They say we yeah we're kind of when then we're sort of opening up the team that way we can have like when we make our videos in the future we can have different people to rotate around in different videos or like a lot of like a lot of time YouTubers they have a whole team of them that they rotate with sort of like these YouTubers sort of stupid they have there's like four of them and they have some other people that that sometimes they alternate with there even a Gen Z group there. So yeah, we definitely yeah we definitely open with more people, especially like wanting to do like independent movies in the future there. So yeah, 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 definitely okay. But right, but first Kevin had to stop the burglars from robbing the toy store. At an abandoned house nearby, he made a plan. And this house actually was a house that was under renovation from one of his relatives, actually. Yep, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Gotta give Kevin credit for coming up with a plan on the fly like that there. He poured goop on the floor, tied paint cans to ropes, lined up bags of flour. He stretched a tripwire across the basement, scattered tools in the hallway instead of Hot Wheels there. He painted the stairs with grease. Boy, he's kind of got a devious look on his face there in some of these here. Yeah. Kevin, let's see, make sure I didn't skip a page there. Kevin went back to the toy store. Harry and Marv were already there, stuffing money into a bag. Hey, and Kevin says, "Hey, follow me, or I'll call the cops." The burglars chase Kevin to the abandoned house there, and what we got? Let me make some name. Yeah, I'm reading. Also, okay, I showed this earlier. I'm gonna show it to you there, Janara. There, I got another laptop from my big sis Casey here. Yeah, kind of, I know that light kind of glaring on it there, but yeah, I got another laptop. So I'm signed in on this laptop. So uh, it's actually showing the chat up a little bit more clearer than the one I'm on there. So uh, let's see, very comedical. Okay. Oh, okay, from Friends. Okay. 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 And that's it's been a while since I've seen that show there. I didn't really get a chance to like really watch Friend, but I do know about it. It was all over the place, and obviously, yeah, theme song. I'll be there for you. Don't you ever. I'll be there for you. And matter of fact, there was a YouTuber named Media Hunter that uses the Friends theme song for his little opening of his movie review channel there. So yeah, definitely. But yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. Like I said, I hadn't really got to watch it a lot, but I do know about it. Okay. Okay. Joey Tim. Okay. Yeah, Friends there. Yep. And of course, there was a. Oh yeah, I think I showed this. I'm not sure. There was also an additional thing in the movie where Kevin did take a picture of them. And when they tried to come out to get him, they ended up on a seesaw that had them flying through the air and into a taxi and stuff. Took another picture, and then they chased them to the house. So, Okay. Yeah, you do. And yeah, I've seen characters like Joey there. Yeah, real real nice, kind of taking in a lot of stuff. There's a you got SpongeBob is obviously one of them. Another comparison to Joey would be Crunk from Emperor's New Groove. Yeah. Um, I would say Pacha maybe a little bit there. But probably more so Crunk because of how easygoing he is there. Launchpad from DuckTales, especially the 2017 one. And Ed from Good Burger. Yeah, yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, so yeah, I've definitely seen characters like Joey there. Yeah, you did, and I'm pretty sure there's people and there's people like that in real life. Well, like I say, if you're I mean, if you're with Billy, I don't think that's really competition. I mean, you can even in a relationship, you can still have friends. I mean, me and Christina, we married, but we're friends with Casey and EJ and you, and we got and then other people that that we're also we're also kind of get to the Miracle Crew as well. That we've met and everything. So yeah, you can still have friends even in a relationship. Not nothing wrong with that. That just be very too soft. Yeah, yeah, you have ones like that there, and and I tell you something. I have a friend of mine also that I know from my old church. My boy Johnny, he's a real easygoing guy. Yeah, he's and to say real nice and everything there. So and I think there's a few other people I know that are sort of like that too. So yeah, I definitely know that type there. Yep, and they never and like I say, they be real cool people there too. Yep, and they say they stumbled on all of Kevin's traps here. As you can see, they just pretty much let the illustrations do the talking there. And also before all the traps started, yeah, they got to the house. It's like, wait, it's like, you remember last time? Like, this ain't his house. He ain't got no plan. He's running scared. May I do the thinking? Hey, kid. Okay. Nothing would please me more than to really hurt you. But since we're in a hurry, I'm going to make a deal with you. You throw down your camera and we'll go turn ourselves in. You'll never hear from us again. You promise? Cross my heart and hope to die. Oh, okay, kind of. Yeah, I kind of. I admit sometimes, like I said, as a here to gain attention. Yeah, I can understand somebody being kind of protective, a lot. Being especially somebody protective over their girlfriend or even the other way around or wife. I mean, and the other way around. But yeah, but like I say, long, but yeah, as long as you're true to who you're with, Billy. I mean, Billy won't have nothing to worry. He won't worry about. Yeah, just yeah, like me and Christina. We trust one another. There, we uh, like I say, there's people we talk to. Like I say, we see our friends and everything, and then like on our job and stuff like that. But we trust our relation with one another, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they they yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys can come to an understanding there. Yeah, yeah, they say that's oh, they say it's ups and downs in a relationship, but but get through it there. Say, yep. So So of course after that, look, so you think, yeah, he's gonna throw down the camera, but actually Kevin throws some bricks down at them. So then they decide, let's get him. And of course they go to the traps. One of which I mentioned when I read the first book, when they went up the stairs with the paint cans. Like, wait, let's get him. And thing of that. Oh, oh, okay. Hey, oh, wait, no. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Like I say, it's okay to have a little chat between sessions there, Like I say, whole point of a live stream, like, and to say to do a live stream and mingle. Yep, it's all good, Janara. Oh, busted me right in my nose. That's one. Don't worry, Harry. I'll get him. Oh, right in the schnoz. That's two. Okay, let's go. But they didn't anticipate, oops, a third one that was unavoidable because it was a big bar. Bang. Yeah, that was a. Ooh. Harry and Marv tripped on tools in the hallway and slipped down the stairs that were painted with grease. Yeah. Ah, bang! Oh boy. Yikes. But as Kevin snuck away, the burglars spotted him, and they missed the scene where he lit a rope with some kerosene that was soaked in kerosene gas there, and fell into a lot of paint buckets. They chased after him and dragged him back to Central Park. But suddenly, the bird lady appeared and threw birdseed all over Harry and Marv, who were covered in goo. The pigeons swarmed Harry and Marv and pecked at them until the police arrived. And then, of course, there was a additional scene where they actually were going to shoot Kevin, and that's when the lady showed up just in time. They and told Kevin, "Kevin, run!" Kevin got away, and they tried to shoot her, but because of all the goo they were covered in, the gun didn't work, and that's when she threw the bird seed on them. And I actually kind of like that. It's almost like she had a superpower to summon the birds there, sort of like Snow White in the third Shrek movie with her singing there. They and that music from Thor Ragnarok. Ah! And Marv was just a screaming as those birds were pecking him. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Them birds made Marv sing soprano. Oh boy. Mm. And the way the police got there, Kevin signaled them with the firecrackers there. So it was almost midnight. That meant it was almost Christmas. Kevin went to look at the biggest Christmas tree in New York. He missed his family. It turned out that going on vacation alone wasn't so much fun after all. And he heard a familiar voice, Kevin. And while he was at that tree, he wished, because there were angels by it, he wished for to see his family. Kevin turned around, and there was his mom. She knew Kevin better than anyone. He remembered how much he loved Christmas trees. She knew exactly where to find them. Yeah, a mother always knows. Yeah. Kevin's whole family was waiting back at the hotel. I missed you all so much, said Kevin. On Christmas morning, a giant pile of presents sat under the tree. They were all from Mr. Duncan, who left a note thanking Kevin for saving his toy store, but his brothers and sisters opened their as all his brothers and sisters opened their gifts, Kevin quietly slipped away. There was someone he wanted to see. Yeah. And there was a moment when everybody woke up. Of course, the youngest kid woke up first, as usual. When just as they were about to open all these presents, Buzz stopped everybody. Said, "Hey, hey, 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 hey!" Now we wouldn't all. Now, if it wasn't for Kevin again, we wouldn't be in this big room with all these fancy gifts. So I think it's only fair that Kevin gets to open up the first gift. Merry Christmas, Kevin. So bit of a redemption with Kevin and Buzz there. Yep, Buzz may pick on Kevin at times, but they still love each other. Just like me and my cousins there. Kevin hadn't forgotten the bird lady who helped him so much. He gave her the other turtle dove ornament, which meant they would be friends forever. Aww. Merry Christmas, Kevin. It was all peaceful until his until the hotel bill came, and Buzz looked at it. Like, Merry Christmas indeed. Oh, Dad! His dad yelled so loud that Kevin could hear from the park. Kevin! You spent $967 on room service! Oh boy. That's good. Well, yeah, of course he's a kid. But yeah, that's gonna be a heck of a bill to pay off there. Ooh. And I thought, oh boy, and I thought the bill cycle on my end was something there. Mm. At least I don't have to pay something like that all at once. Yeah. Okay. And of course, they got the same ending as the first movie of what all John Hughes, Chris Columbus, not Christopher Columbus who discovered America, but the one from this day and time. And Kip Smith did there. Uh, oh wait, you got some new stuff in here. Okay, I'm gonna read it again. John Hughes wrote the story and screenplays for Home Alone and Home Alone 2. He also wrote and directed many popular films like for teenagers and adults, including The Breakfast Club and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Chris Columbus directed Home Alone and Home Alone 2, as well as other celebrated family films, including Mrs. Doubtfire and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Pretty sure y'all probably know about those features. Kip Smith has illustrated all of the books and pop classic series, including Home Alone, The X Files, ooh, okay, Earth Children Are Weird, hadn't heard of that one there. E.T. the Extraterrestrial, oh, I remember that. E.T. Phone Home. Back to the Future. I had, and surprisingly, I haven't seen that, but I do know about that movie. With the car and everything the car that they use to time travel. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I know that. I remember that series, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah, I remember watching that in the 8th grade. The Karate Kid. Definitely the one, the old Karate Kid movie, not the one with Jada Smith. She also lives in Calgary, Canada. Okay. All right. So yeah, that was actually pretty good there, and Home Alone 2, and definitely enjoyed the little talk and everything. Like I say, definitely kind of makes the stream more interesting with the little interaction there. Um, along with the story reading, of course, there. So yes, it's definitely one good thing. Yeah, because you never know what you come up with when you're talking in a live stream as opposed to an edited video. So yeah, so all varies on who comes in and what all is said. So, okay, so yeah, so like 11 something like that. So all right, so that's all I got. Then just to let you know, because I mentioned this at the beginning, I will be explaining about my laptop in a video. I'm going to have it up soon. I recorded it earlier today, but I was talking about my laptop earlier in a video. It will be up soon. And also in that video, I did share my Christmas presents there. Some of my Christmas presents, though. Yeah. So and also what I'll be doing for future reference with these two laptops. So yeah. So yeah, I'll have that. I'll have that up soon. I also have a sort of a belated Christmas. I also have another video up soon with me singing "Let There Be Snow" from Frosty Returns. There, finally got it made there because I since I sang Frosty the Snowman, I wanted to do that there. So that's two videos that will be coming up. I'll mention it again, the weekly update. Probably probably make that like Tuesday, my weekly update, pop Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'll mention it. I'll mention it along with some other stuff on that too. So yeah, so that's pretty much it there. And like I say, I do definitely appreciate the additions to the Miracle Crew there, Janara, and I'm definitely gonna have some surprises for the Miracle Crew there. I don't want to spoil it for for you, but I will. I as a if things go well, we'll be in for some very good surprises next year. All right, so yeah, so we will definitely like, share, subscribe to everybody watch on the replay. Definitely get our available books and need that. Yep, yeah, we sure do. Yep. Yeah, definitely get our available books and support us on the Patreon, just like Iceman Universe does. You know, check out his and show him some love too. Reacted to Ed, Nettie, Courage, Hey Arnold, Naruto, One Piece, and Spy Family, and also definitely, uh, hey, what's up, Joey? What's up? Like Martin Lawrence say, "What's up?" People kind of say I look like Martin Lawrence. Yep. Uh, and definitely support the Miracle Crew, which of course yours truly, King Gabe, Queen Tina, Big Sis Casey, Janara Nelson, uh, the and our is a EJ the Supreme, and our future additions coming up that are in development. Uh, with of course Joey. They- okay, yeah, with them. It's like and I might it's like and Billy. Yeah, well, I definitely now I know about Billy because you know I'm a big Power Ranger fan here. Uh, I've been as a pretty much been watching Power Ranger episodes ever since I was a kid. Um, you know, maybe I might need to check out Friends there. Like I say I just heard, I know about it, but I hadn't like watched it, so I probably need to check that out. Probably see a little bit about Joey. Yeah, and definitely so yeah, support our Miracle Crew, ever growing, and also definitely like you hang out with us in the live streams. Hang out with us on Facebook, Discord, and the Silly Does Stuff with the McCary app. And you all are very loved as well. Yes, we got. So yeah, we definitely need love in here, like they say in Powerpuff Girls. Love makes the world go round. Yeah, yeah. Because like I say, all this hate and stuff. Yeah, definitely need love to counteract that. Martin Luther King, he said, um, he when these two his two friends were like, "Well, I'll hate her back." Well, that's all. My daddy says hate is rooted in fear, and the only cure for fear and hate is love. All right. Yep. Well, we definitely yeah. So, like I say, yep, definitely love to counteract all this hate. So, all right. So we will see y'all in the next live stream or video, whichever comes first. And like I say, until then, I'll take care of everybody. Peace out with Power Rangers and friends. It's gonna be a pretty good little mix there. All right. So, oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, we'll definitely see you guys later there on in the stream here.